Okay, so we're all using generative AI these days, right? It's pretty much everywhere. But here's a question. Are we really in control? In this explainer, we're going to dig into one crucial skill that can flip the script, taking you from just a passive user to someone who's confidently creating with AI on your terms. So let's just kick things off with this big question. When you're using AI, think about it. Are you the pilot, hands on the controls, steering the whole thing? Or are you more like a passenger, just sitting back and letting it take you wherever it goes? It sounds like a simple question, but man, your answer says a ton about how you're actually using this tech. And if we're being honest, for a lot of us, the reality is, well, it's this. It's so easy to fall into that trap of just putting AI on autopilot. You know the drill. You ask for a summary or a quick email or some ideas, and you just kind of grab the first thing it spits out. We've all done it, right? But it's a habit we really need to take a closer look at. Okay, so what do we even mean by this autopilot mode? What does it actually look like in practice? And maybe more importantly, why is it a problem? Let's get into it, because figuring this out is absolutely key if you want to use these tools to their full potential without letting your own critical thinking skills get left behind. Right. So think about it like this. A co-pilot is there to help the pilot, right? They give them data, they offer support, but the pilot, they're the one in charge, always. An autopilot, on the other hand, it just takes over. And when we use AI without really thinking, that's exactly what we're doing. We're handing over the controls and turning what could be an amazing co-pilot into a totally unchecked autopilot. It's a habit, and a dangerous one, because it means our own skills can start to get a little, well, rusty. So the big question is, how do we switch off that autopilot and take back the controls? The answer, my friends, is a skill called discernment. This is the secret sauce. This is what's going to turn you from a passenger into the pilot. And what's really key to understand here is that discernment isn't the final decision. Nope. It's all the critical thinking that happens before you make a choice. It's that whole process of weighing your options, thinking about the implications, and figuring out the best way to act. Okay, so let's break that down even more. Think of it like this. Discernment is the thinking part, the weighing of options. And judgment, that's the decision that comes after. You do the discernment first, then you make a judgment. You really can't have one without the other, or at least you can't have good judgment without strong discernment. It's the foundation. All right, let's get practical. How do we actually do this? Well, just like a pilot does a pre-flight check before they even think about taking off, we need to do our own check. We need to apply discernment before we even fire up an AI tool. And here it is. This is your mental checklist. Before you just default to using AI, you got to pause and ask yourself these things. First, is AI even the right tool for what I'm doing? Second, which specific part of the task could it help with? Brainstorming? Drafting? And this one's huge. Where are the boundaries? Where do I draw the line? That little pause, that intentional moment, it stops AI from just being a thoughtless reflex. And what does this pre-flight check do? It keeps you in the pilot seat. That's the whole point. It makes sure that the decision-making power and, just as importantly, the responsibility stays exactly where it should be, with you. Okay, so you've done your pre-flight check, you've prompted the AI, and now you have an output. Great, but hold on, you're not done yet. Not even close. Now comes the next crucial stage, the post-output review. And yeah, discernment is going to be a huge part of this too. And there's this really cool two-part way to think about it. Step one is all about insight. This is just making sense of what the AI gave you. What is it actually saying? What's it leaving out? What kind of assumptions is it making? You really have to understand it first. Then and only then do you move to step two, discernment. This is where you decide what you're actually going to do with it. And this quote just nails it. Insight helps learners understand the output. Discernment determines their responsibility for it. See the difference? Insight is just understanding what's there. Discernment is actively taking responsibility for it. Because let's be real, you can understand something perfectly and still be totally wrong to use it as is. So, that leads us to our second checklist. This is for after you get that output. And look, these questions go way beyond, is this factually correct? This is about ownership. Is it appropriate? Does it have integrity? And the big one, am I willing to put my name on this, to stand behind it? This is where you decide if this thing actually reflects your standards and what you want to say. Okay, so we've talked about what to do before you prompt and what to do after you get an output. But let's zoom out for a second. Why does all of this really matter? What's the big picture here? It all boils down to this, really. The whole goal is to make sure AI stays a support, not a substitute. It should be a tool that helps you, not something that replaces your own thinking, your own creativity, and your own judgment. And when you think about it, there are really two paths you can go down. If you have strong discernment, you end up with intentional, careful, bounded use of AI. But if you have weak discernment, that's what leads to that habitual, unexamined use we talked about. It's just a default, not a real choice. And check out the payoff when you really build this skill. You're the one setting the limits. You're the one making deliberate choices. You take full responsibility for your work. And maybe the most important thing of all, you keep total ownership of the meaning and the intent. You are the pilot. So I want to leave you with this one question to take with you. The very next time you start a project with AI, I want you to stop and ask yourself, who is taking ownership here? The goal is to make sure the answer is always, without a doubt, I am. And that's it for this explainer.